Hi, welcome back to John's Random Reviews. Right, this is another video about my Makita tools. Now, in previous videos, I've said that I'm selling these two items. I've got my SDS, 18 volt SDS, and I've got my 125mm 18 volt grinder. So I've given them a good scrub up. In the last video, this was a bit broken on the paddle switch, and I've actually fixed it. And I've actually, look at that, I've actually sprayed the guard there, so that looks dead nice. So these are going on eBay. They're on eBay at the moment, but by the time this video comes out, I might have sold them. So then I'll put in the description about what I sold them for. But I'm hoping to get about 60 quid for that one and 60 quid for that one. So if we do the maths, it's 120 quid. Well, let's say between 120 and 130 quid. So I'll put these away for a moment. So what have I got to replace them? This is a big unveiling. This has just come. These two items have just come. This is the new Makita 40 volt XGT line. Now technically they're not 40 volt, they're actually 36 volt. But they're called 40 volt max because I understand that when the batteries are fully charged and they can nearly get to 40 volt. Anyway, so we'll have a look at these two items. So I've got my grinder there and my SDS. These two items cost an absolute bloody fortune. So what I did is I got this naked on its own, so with no batteries and whatever, and this was about 260 quid for that, just for that body. Eye-watering. Now I got this item with a charger and one battery, and this was an eye-watering 360 quid. So we're looking at, best part, God, it nearly 600 quid. 600 quid on tools. But let's think about this for a minute. I've got 600 quid there. I'm going to sell the other ones. That's going to get 120. So we're down to below 500. Let's do the maths. Right then. We've got an outlay of £600. That's to start with. And then we're going to minus potentially £100 by getting my old tools sold on eBay. Now, a good thing about Makita tools, if you keep them in relatively good order, even second-hand ones are a bit battered and bruised. You do want people on eBay actually giving you a good price, and they sell really well, second-hand Makita stuff, because I guess people know that they're good quality, and even though they're old, they can still use them. So you can so I've got that figure down to 500 for my new tools ish. So now then, if you're kind of like in a different situation, you own the firm or whatever, your own man band, sometimes you can actually get a lot of that money off with getting a tax rebate on buying power tools, so you can get that knocked down. But let's just go with the 500. Now then, if you're working really in an industrial setting and sort of using like heavy grinders and drilling big holes and you doing stuff like that, I reckon honestly you could probably save maybe 1 hour a week with your new tools. So that 1 hour a week equals, well, I don't know what, maybe between 30 and 40 pounds. That's a day. That's an hourly rate. Most modern sort of building companies or whatever, they charge between 30 and 40 pounds an hour. So you're going to be saving that every week. Doesn't sound like a right lot, but if you add that up to, let's say, I don't know, 20 weeks. And then we've got, what have we got there? We've got, oh, look at that. We've got 600 quid we've saved. There we go. So it's worth it. If you're using this stuff all the time, even though you're only saving a little bit of time. That equates to probably just over 10 minutes a day, maybe. But sometimes you won't save any time, and then sometimes you will probably have a bastard of a job, and then you'll have to drill a hole, and you might save like 2 hours on a day. 2 hours. And then some days none. But then if you add it all up over 20 weeks, not that much, 20 weeks isn't that long, you could have paid for the drill. And if you get a bit of tax back as well, a tax rebate or something, you've even knocked that figure down. So there we go. We've just done the maths. And with this one here, and the one, it comes with one battery, but Makita, if you fill in an online form and send it to Makita, you get another battery. So you actually get 2 batteries with that. So I'm not going to go into the old cutting and is it better than the other stuff, because that will be on a later video. But let's have a come in a little bit and let's get involved. What's the difference? Right off the bat, it's a little bit bigger, and it's got a lovely darker grey spray job on there, which is quite nice. So it's also got the actual guard for the disc. It actually doesn't. The other one, hang on. The other one has like a quick release bit like that, and you can spin it like that. But this one has a very strange idea. It's got a little button you press there, and then you can spin it whatever position you want, and it locates into a little hole there. Not seen one of these before, so that's pretty cool. Obviously it's more powerful than that one, but I won't know until I've tested it. So is it going to be any good? Is it going to be worth the extra money? I don't know. But let's have a talk about this bad boy. Now then, this is a bit of a surprise to me, really, because it's quite a bit bigger than the other one. And when I got it out of the box, I thought, oh Christ, it's fucking massive. It's going to weigh excuse me, it's going to weigh a ton. But it doesn't. The weights are very, very similar. I can't really tell the difference. This is bigger, obviously it's got a bigger motor in it. And what's good about this is now then, my hands, I've been in the trade 35 years nearly, and I've got a little bit of what they call vibration white finger, I think. In winter, my hands get really, really numb. In winter, my hands get really, really numb, and a lot of that's to do with power tools. But they have mitigated this by putting anti-vibration technology here. That's what it says. So this back bit, come in a little bit, this back bit flexes independently than the motor. So that stops the tool vibrating. But not only that, it's actually got anti-vibration technology in the handle, and that flexes like that. Look at the other one, doesn't move at all. And that's got, this old one has a little bit of anti-vibration technology just on the battery, but not in the trigger bit. But this bit has got an anti-vibration bit in the whole of the trigger at the back and the handle. So will it be any good? I don't know. When I saw this, I thought, that's coming off straight away. That's coming off straight away. I don't want that. This is actually, if you're going up a ladder, you can hook it on the ladder like that, so you can work. But you know what? I'm going to leave it on. If it really gets on my nerves and gets in the way, I might take it off. But I have had times when I've been up ladders and stuff like that, and what I do is I try and put it on the ladder rung like that. So this is a very, very expensive drill. You wouldn't want to drop this off a ladder. So this is the charger that comes with my 40V XGT, and one thing I've noticed is, and my wife has noticed, it's quite noisy. The fan in this thing is quite noisy. So I have been known to charge my batteries in the front room, and it can be a little bit of annoying, but it's quite quick. I don't know exactly about that. I'm not going to go into all the timing, but I thought it was quite quick anyway. So that's the charger that comes with it, and it comes with an adapter too that adapts it. You can actually charge 18V batteries with that. So you just click that on there, and you can put an 18V battery on there. So that's quite cool. So these are the batteries that go in the new tools. This is one that came with it, and I'm still waiting for Makita to send me another one of these. Like I said, I went online and there's like a thing where Makita give you a free battery. I tell you what though, it better come. I'll give them a few more weeks and I'll be going nuclear because, anyway. So that is the 40 volt max 2.5 amp battery. Now while I was waiting to get the other battery, I thought, well, I really need another battery. So I've actually bought this beast. This is the 40 volt max 4 amp battery. And as you can see, they're a lot different. This one is a lot bigger. So I'll probably use this most of the time, but if I want some extra power, I'm probably going to use this one. Like I said, when this goes in the machine, look at that, it's an absolute beast altogether, and there's a bit of weight factor in that, but with this tool, with two-handed tool, that'll be okay. So the other thing I like about this is the 18 volt batteries have a little yellow bit that always gets snapped off, and these are really, really sturdy batteries, a lot better designed. So there we go, I've got that. Hopefully I'm going to have 3 batteries. I'm going to have a 4 amp one and 2.5 amp ones, and then the charger and then adapter. So I've got me, I'm stoked, I'm super stoked. I've got my new tools. Will they be any good? I'm not using them yet actually. So I think they're going to be shit hot personally, because Makita generally never let me down. I've been using Makita now for 15 years or so. So watch your space. If they don't perform, I'll let you know. Okay, random is rad. Rock on.